Dora's Dinosaur Egg Rescue. "Hola, explorers," said Dora, standing in her backyard with Boots. The map was floating between them, glowing with a strange, swirling light. Map has a secret. He can travel through time. Subscribe right now to see if Boots and I can get 1,000 subscribers before our next adventure. The map unrolled to show a picture of a lush jungle filled with giant creatures. "Want to go on a real dinosaur adventure?" Dora asked Boots. "Ooh, ooh, ah, ah," he chattered, jumping up and down with excitement. A vortex of shimmering colors suddenly swirled around them, lifting them off their feet. "Hold on tight, Boots!" Dora yelled over the whooshing sound. "We're going back in time." They landed softly in a jungle with enormous ferns and flowers, unlike any they had ever seen. A massive brachiosaurus with a long, graceful neck was munching on leaves from a treetop high above them. "Wow," whispered Boots, "we're really here." Suddenly, they heard a small, sad crying sound from nearby. Peeking through the fronds of a giant fern, they saw a little baby ankylosaurus covered in bony plates, sitting all alone next to an empty nest. "Hola," Dora said softly, stepping out. "I'm Dora, and this is Boots." "Why are you so sad?" the little dinosaur sniffled. "I'm Rocky, and someone took our family's special rainbow egg." "A rainbow egg?" asked Boots, tilting his head. Rocky nodded, pointing a stubby claw at the empty nest. "It glows with all the colors of the rainbow. It was supposed to hatch today, but now it's gone." "Don't worry, Rocky," Dora said with a confident smile. "We love a mission. We're going to help you find the rainbow egg." She turned to her purple backpack. "Who do we ask for help when we don't know which way to go?" "Map!" Boots and Rocky shouted together. The cheerful, rolled-up map popped right out of backpack. "I'm the map," he sang. "The thief went towards the steaming geysers. To get there, you must cross the river of pebbles and go through the whispering caves." Their first challenge was the river of pebbles. The pebbles were actually huge, smooth stepping stones across a wide, clear river. A family of triceratops was carefully making its way across. The mother triceratops, who had 3 large horns and a gentle face, paused to look at them. "Hello, little ones," she said in a warm voice. "I am Tara. Be careful on the stones. They can be wobbly." Dora, Boots, and Rocky carefully hopped from one giant stone to the next and made it to the other side. "We did it," cheered Boots. High in the sky above, a flock of pterodactyls soared on the wind, their leathery wings spread wide. Next, they arrived at the entrance to the Whispering Caves. The opening was dark and shadowy, and a soft, eerie whispering sound echoed from deep inside. Rocky hid behind Dora's legs. "It sounds spooky in there," he whimpered. "It's okay, we'll be brave together," Dora said, pulling a flashlight out of backpack. She clicked it on, and a bright beam cut through the darkness, revealing that the cave walls were covered in beautiful sparkling crystals of every color. As they walked deeper, Boots spotted something on the dusty cave floor. It was a perfect, bright orange footprint shaped like a fox's paw. Next to it lay a single, fluffy piece of orange fur. "A clue," said Boots. "I know that footprint," Dora said, her brow furrowed. "It belongs to that sneaky fox swiper." Realizing they were on the right track, they hurried through the rest of the cave and towards the light at the other end. They came out into a wide open field where jets of hot water and steam shot up from the ground, and there, sitting on a flat rock, was Swiper the fox. He was tossing a beautiful, glowing, rainbow-colored egg into the air and catching it. "What a shiny, pretty ball," Swiper giggled to himself, completely unaware that he was being watched. He balanced the precious egg on his nose, humming a little tune. "We have to stop him before he drops the egg," Dora whispered urgently to Boots and Rocky. They all crouched down, getting ready to shout, on the count of 3, 1, 2. "Swiper, no swiping!" They all yelled at the top of their lungs. Swiper was so surprised that he yelped and threw his paws in the air. The rainbow egg flew high, high up, tumbling end over end. Before anyone could move, a blur of motion zipped out from behind a geyser. It was a sleek velociraptor. With an amazing leap, she jumped into the air, her claws outstretched. The velociraptor, whose name was Vela, caught the egg gently in her claws just before it could hit the hard ground. She landed gracefully and trotted over to Dora. Swiper, seeing he was caught, grumbled, "Oh man," and scurried away into the jungle. "You saved it. Thank you," Dora said to Vela. Rocky ran up and gently hugged the warm, glowing egg. "It's safe! It's safe!" he cried happily. They rushed back to Rocky's nest. As soon as they placed the egg inside, it began to shake and glow even brighter. A tiny crack appeared, then another, until a small, rainbow-colored beak poked through the shell. Rocky's Ankylosaurus family came running over just as a tiny, perfect, glowing baby dinosaur with rainbow scales emerged from the shell. Dora turned to her camera with a huge smile. "We did it! Mission accomplished. Thanks for exploring with us."